Afternoon, everyone. My name is Sam Locker, for those of you who don't remember. Today I want to start off with a question. And the question is, can you imagine that on a day that's celebrated for you and many like you, that you're told that your only purpose in life is to clean? Unfortunately, that's exactly what our chosen artifact, uh, the message that it sends. Ads are everywhere in our daily lives. We see them every day. And a lot of times ads tell us what we should think about ourselves, what we should think about other groups, other people. And a lot of times ads can put in harmful beliefs, beliefs that we may not notice at first and that can lead to many other issues. Both my partner Ryan and I grew up in households with mothers and younger sisters. And as we got older, we kind of realized that there is an issue with stereotyping women for certain jobs, for certain roles in life. And and today we're gonna show how a specific ad reinforces those traditional gender roles, and how a better, more inclusive message could replace it. The ad we chose is the 2011 Mr. Clean Mother's Day advertisement. This ad sends a message that a woman's place, and especially a mother's place in the home and doing cleaning, uh, a better message would promote gender equality by showing that cleaning is a shared responsibility, and that the domestic jobs are shared responsibilities. So first I'll break down the Mr. Clean ad and how it promotes sexist views. Then I'll pass it on to Ryan, who will share our reimagined artifact and how it eliminates these harmful stereotypes. So let's take a closer look at this ad. Uh, the Mr. Clean Mother's Day ad shows a mother and her daughter happily cleaning together with a text that reads, "This Mother's Day, get back to the job that really matters." This ad came out in 2011, and while it may have been intended to be a tribute to mothers, it received a lot of backlash. That is because it reinforced a lot of harmful past gender stereotypes that weren't really prevalent at that time and were kind of going away. And instead of celebrating mothers for everything they do for all of us, and I think we can all agree that mothers are one of the biggest parts of our lives. The ad limits their identity to housework. It tells women that cleaning is their most important job, um, and this was on a day that was supposed to honor women and especially mothers. It also sends a very specific message to young girls and our future in their future role, as in that it's just limited to domestic labor. There are no men in the ad. There are no fathers. There's no sons. With cleaning or with helping with the cleaning, it's just a mother and a daughter. Just reinforcing that this is just mother's work or woman's work. Um, there was a analysis done on this artifact, done by the name of a lady, Valerie, and she wrote that women are basically fed up. They're not naggers. They're tired of carrying the weight of housework while men ignore simple ways to help. This quote speaks just volumes to how this ad enraged a lot of women and how it just promotes the gender stereotypes that we're trying to get away from. So I want to break this ad down even further. So first, I'm going to start with the imagery. So again, the ad shows only women involved in the cleaning and smiling while they're doing it. It gives off the impression that they are enjoying cleaning, that they like to clean, which is not completely true. No one really likes to clean. And then on the ad, again, it says the text is this Mother's Day, get back to the job that really matters, which implies that a mother's primary role is cleaning. This also devalues, all of the other roles women's play, as professional leaders, as many other higher ups in companies, and a lot of other things. And it also defines that their worth is really just to maintain a household and to do cleaning. Uh, and this ad also just erases men entirely from the domestic space. Yeah, there's no suggestions that fathers and sons should clean. There's no implying that it's not just a woman's job. Uh, and it just shows that again, women's only concern is just if the house is up to par and clean. This also sends a harmful message not just to women but to everyone. It devalues unpaid labor, which is already overlooked, I feel, in our society, and it really just tells young girls, not to go after leadership positions, not to follow their ambitions, uh, and that their only job is at home. The main stakeholders here are women, of course, especially young girls. Again, this ad just forms an identity that they don't need to go chase their dreams or their ambitions. They just need to worry about learning how to clean, learning how to cook, and that's all they're really worth. And it really limits the possibilities of what they could become. So while again ads are very powerful tools and they can be used for good or bad, um, we need to focus on challenging traditional gender roles and stereotypes and try and figure out a new way of getting around this. So I'm going to pass it on to my partner Ryan. He's going to show our reimagine ad and how it eliminates gender roles and gender stereotypes. So thank you.
Thank you, Sam, for that introduction. And now I'll be talking about our reimagined artifact. Now that we've seen how the 2011 Mr. Clean Mother's Day ad reinforced harmful gender stereotypes, let's imagine something better. Something that actually honors mothers instead of assigning them more work. Picture this. It's a bright Sunday morning. A dad and his son are in the kitchen, wiping down the counters and cleaning the windows together. The camera pans to the mother, sitting comfortably on the couch, sipping tea, flipping through a book, and smiling. Not because she's just cleaned the whole house, but because she didn't have to. A caption fades in, "Help out your mother this Mother's Day with Mr. Clean." This is our reimagined version of the 2011 ad. One that promotes the product without promoting outdated gender roles. The original ad featured a mother and daughter cleaning together, smiling as if scrubbing the floors were some sacred mother-daughter ritual. But what it's really doing is pushing a tired ideology that cleaning is a woman's role passed down from one generation to the next. As Marilyn Bederos, writes in her article, Gender Analysis of Mr. Clean Advertisement, society has an idea of patriarchal household in which women are supposed to make men happy by taking good care of the house. The idea is exactly what the original ad reinforces. On a day meant to honor mothers, it essentially rewards them with a cleaning product, and the implied message that their greatest value lies in maintaining a spotless home. That isn't appreciation. It's expectation wrapped in pastel packaging. Our reimagined ad rejects that. It challenges the assumption that domestic labor is naturally or solely a woman's responsibility. Instead, it sends a powerful message: cleaning is a shared duty, not a gendered one. This matters because ads aren't just selling products, they're selling norms. Our new ad doesn't just sell a cleaning product, it sells equity. Let's break down how this ad does that, starting with the visual representation. So here's our new advertisement, and in the original, we see a mother and daughter. In ours, we see a father and son cleaning, while the mother relaxes somewhere off in the background. That flip in roles isn't just visual, it's ideological. It shows that caregiving isn't inherently feminine, and that showing love doesn't have to mean doing chores. Next, textual framing. The original tagline, "Get back to the job that really matters," frames motherhood as synonymous with housework. Our version says, "Give your wife a clean house to come home to this Mother's Day." The shift in language shifts the focus where we are not praising mothers for cleaning, we're encouraging others to step up so she doesn't have to. Together, these choices normalize male involvement in the household and dismantle the harmful stereotype that cleaning is women's work. This shift empowers women by decoupling their worth from domestic tasks. It says that appreciation isn't about buying a mop, it's about using it. And it empowers men and boys by making them part of the emotional and physical labor of the household, not as reluctant helpers, but as responsible participants. The 2011 Mr. Clean ad failed to challenge the idea of the patriarchal household, where, as the quote reminds us, women are supposed to make men happy by taking good care of the house. Our reimagined version challenged that ideology. It doesn't reward moms with more labor, it gives them a gift of rest, of recognition, and of real support. Because let's be honest, if your Mother's Day gift is just another excuse for your mom to clean, that's not a gift. It's a chore in disguise. Let's stop expecting women to be grateful for a bottle of cleaner and start showing our gratitude by actually using it ourselves. Thank you.